Okay.
All right.
Testing.
Testing. This is a whole new setup, whole new us.
It's a corners of, so we're giving dimension.
Yes.
In the video, we're giving no dimension in the podcast
No.
that we're also recording with this. But 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
It's not. And if you're listening, welcome to the Two Gay Matt's Listening Party podcast. It's Matt Palmer.
And it's Matt Steele.
And today we're going to do a track-by-track review of Kelly Clarkson's latest Christmas record, follow-up Christmas record from 2013's Wrapped in Red. And the new album is called When Christmas Comes Around. And guys,
it's a very different feel from Wrapped in Red. It's a little more.
Yes, it's a little more darker. It's okay. My two favorite kinds of albums are breakup albums and Christmas albums. And we finally found one that does it all.
Has there never ever been a breakup Christmas album before?
Full album? I can't think of one. I feel like there's certainly sad moments. There are the Miss You Mosts on Merry Christmas. There are sad things in a Christmas album, but this is truly...
Well, and there are happy things in this Christmas album.
True.
There's rocking around that Christmas tree.
True, but I feel like of the originals, there's one that's happy.
No, there's 2 if we're counting bonus tracks.
I mean, if we're counting, but this is the thing, we have to reach into the bonus tracks because all of the originals are I met this man during Christmas. We met over there in that corner. You've ruined so much for me, but I'm not going to let you ruin fucking Christmas.
No, Christmas 2020, I'm sure, was rough for Kelly. Christmas 2021 is going to be amazing for Kelly.
Yes. And this album.
All of those original songs are...
Honestly, it's I feel bad to, spoil you now, but for every song that's a cover, I'm going to be yeah, that was great.
Oh, of course.
Anyways.
We're not talking about those songs. We already know it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, even though it's October and it looks nothing like Christmas, but whatever.
Right. Whatever. She sounds great. It's like a karaoke at the beginning of a Kelly Clarkson show episode. We love it. It's great. Except sometimes they're excellent, like that Billie Eilish Happier Than Ever cover. But anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Yes.
The point is the originals are otherworldly. And I guess we should start with our first one, entitled Merry Christmas, Baby.
You wake up all alone and wonder why I'm not home, and I let my phone ring. A dose of your kind of love, and I let my absence show you what I got you for Christmas is losing me. Merry Christmas, baby. So have your...
The dramatic opening.
I was dead at that opening. It was so cinematic.
Absolutely.
We were entering a drama. We were entering the remake of Sunset Boulevard.
Okay.
Just a scorned
Is that the one that's not happening?
That's the one that's not happening. But Kelly sort of made it happen in my heart a little bit with a little Christmas flair. Guys... The fact that it's so snarky.
Every line is I won't miss your wandering hands and your wandering eyes. And it's
And I just love how she's the thing that you wanted this Christmas was to not have me, so I'm giving it
that's
to
what
you.
I'm giving you this Christmas is my absence. So this is the beginning of a Christmas album then. So it really takes you where you need to go. You're okay.
But it's still sexy and slinky.
And it's singable. It's lovely. It's a great song. It's one of my, I believe, top 2 favorites on the album.
Oh, okay.
I think there's one that comes above it, which I feel like if you ever have watched me say anything, you can all guess what my favorite is, but we'll get to it.
Okay.
Can you guess?
I can sort of guess because it might be my favorite too.
I mean, if you have ears, it is your favorite.
Yes.
But this song is lovely.
Yes.
And a great, my issue with the song is randomly, even though as the song starts, I can sing along to every word because I've been listening to this album for a week. Because I think the title being Merry Christmas, Baby, the fact that is another Christmas song, I cannot sing it unprompted. I love it. And when it's happening, I'm in it. And I think it's so brilliant. Every lyric is amazing. But whenever I'm trying to sing it, by myself, it just hasn't buried itself into me like some of the other songs.
Okay. You need to let it marinate a little bit.
Let it
just
marinate.
Let it
It's
marinate
true.
and just let the scornfulness seep into every cell of your body.
Ooh, it's just if he's listening to this, if Brant, not to say his name, but if B Word is out there listening to this.
If the B Word is out there.
If the B Word is out there listening to this, this is a preview of what's coming for the next studio album. And I hope he's, buckled down because it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse before it gets better because you won't have Jingle Bell Rock to like pad the mean songs.
Yeah, we don't have anything watering that next album down.
Shit.
If this Christmas album is this good and this angry, and it's a Christmas album,
Right.
that studio album that's coming, whenever it's coming,
Right.
is going to be out of this world.
She also sounds unbelievable. I mean, obviously she sings every day on the Kelly Clarkson show, so her voice is very much, she has strengthened that muscle. As if Kelly Clarkson's vocal muscle could get stronger, but it's just like she's in such pristine vocal condition right now. And this album, I love it. I love it on this song.
Yeah. Well, it's so amazing that her voice is so good on this album because, I mean, we say it all the time on the podcast, like, isn't she tired? Isn't she burnt out? Like, aren't her vocal cords like exhausted at this point? Like, who is her vocal teacher? Because they are teaching her how to sing 100% correctly. Like, it is a miracle.
They need a Grammy, whoever it is.
Absolutely. Like, you need to train everyone.
Honestly.
Me included.
Well, I mean, we can blather on about the greatness of Kelly in this song for a million years. So I guess we should go on to track 2, which I believe it's beginning to look like a lot like Christmas. Yes. Well, let's take a listen.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that will make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that will make them ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart.
Great.
You know what?
It's great.
Everyone likes this song. I love she like speeds it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I never really fully listened to this song on my own accord that often. It's always sort of just played in the ether.
Yes.
It's a great song.
It is.
I never really like fully considered it, just like the melody lines are so good. She sounds great on it. It's a nice like breathe. It's crazy how she goes from the first song to in the beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Right. And I feel like vocally she's kind of giving you like some like that there from American Idol. Like it's very like, this is my brassy.
Oh, it's a deep cut.
I mean, girl, I have been there since the beginning. It's like she's giving you brassy musical theater moments in some of these covers, and I really appreciate that. And also, no shade, we love everyone. Many of these songs that she chose, and honestly, on the first album too, are not my favorite Christmas songs. And so this is now my new favorite version of this song because I've never cared about it.
Okay.
And this is nice.
Oh, yes, I agree. And the thing I like about all of the covers, the Christmas covers on this Christmas album, is they may come in between each of the original songs, but like they're real short.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and then we are back on to the B word.
There's a story to be told here, and the happiness of Christmas will not get in the way of that.
Yes.
So speaking of, next up is the first single from this record, Christmas Isn't Canceled, Just You.
Winter wonderlands weren't made for one, so we've all been told since we were young. But I'm not feeling incomplete. Turns out I don't need a thing underneath my tree. I'll be hanging every light I find in this house, playing Christmas music so loud this year Christmas won't be.
So when I first heard this song, because it was the single, I think it probably came out like 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was like, okay, like it's good. I felt like the chorus was a little sing-songy. I didn't fully get the changing of the tempo from the verse to the chorus. But as I've listened to it and in the context of this album, I'm like, oh, I get it now.
Oh, absolutely.
It is great.
I love how happy it is.
Yes.
Like we are celebrating. She's just like, last Christmas sucked.
Yes.
This Christmas, you will not take that joy away from me, nor will you take it away from any other Christmas that I have in the future.
Yes.
Christmas is back on this year.
Yes.
You are not back on this year.
Yes, exactly. And it's very much, I like that she references some of those Wrapped in Red originals. She's like, I don't need anything underneath my tree. And like a winter dream in my bed and all this stuff. I won't be the first, but I won't be the last. So it's just like, it seems like this man, what I'm gathering from these songs, it's like, she had an imagined version of who she thought he was. And she was like, that comes up in the next song, but she is in love with that person. But like, as the time went on and as he began to reveal himself, he was, to quote New York Pollard, nothing of the sort.
What a quote. That's not on topic, but just what a quote.
Great quote. I love this song. I think it's great. I think it's excellent. It's singable. I get why it was the first single. I maybe sometimes think I would pick Merry Christmas Baby instead, but the fact that I could sing this, at the drop of a hat versus Merry Christmas Baby, which I told you I have a problem getting it in my head, maybe this was the right choice.
Yeah, I love how it's an up-tempo, but we're not trying to recreate All I Want for Christmas Is You. Like we are giving something different, something fun, something fresh, and something mean.
And it's a good thesis statement for the album as a whole. This is telling you what the album is.
Oh, absolutely. Just like you will not ruin my Christmas again, like you did before.
So next up is a song entitled Merry Christmas to the One I Used to Know.
I know that the past is all that's left of you, and I still know when Christmas comes around and the snow falls like a fresh start on the ground. You are the one I'm missing. No, he left long ago, but Christmas Eve, my gift to me is dancing with your ghost. Merry Christmas to the one I used to know.
I feel it's hard to make us speechless. We are chatty Cathys. We are people who talk a lot. This song is not just the best song on this record. It is one of the best songs she has ever recorded. It is devastating. If you want to know how Kelly is feeling this Christmas, this needs to be in a musical. Unbelievably. Matt Steele, please.
I can't. You are saying it all. It needs to be in a musical performed by me. And don't worry, I'll sound great because I'll have Kelly's teacher.
Yes.
My chords will be on. This song is so beautiful because it's just so she's looking back on it fondly, but being like, no, I can't do that, or I shouldn't do that because that person doesn't exist anymore.
Yes.
I'm holding on to a ghost.
Yes.
But she's also saying I'm gifting myself thinking about it, even though I shouldn't, but I'm gifting that memory. I only
give myself one day a year to think about who you used to be, or who I thought you were. And this is Merry Christmas to the one I used to know. I will dance with your ghost. And it's she's like, I know he's not you. I know the solution isn't you, the person I know you to be today. Mm-hmm. But I feel like if I had that rush of feelings I had for the person I assumed you were, again, it would be nice.
It's so beautiful and so relatable, and it's so complex. She's feeling so many things in this one song. Right. That is a beautiful melody. Yes. She sounds amazing on it. I agree. It is one of her best songs.
Truly.
One of her best songs.
Truly. If you're going to listen to any song from this record, it needs to be that one. I mean, if you're watching this, you've probably listened to the whole record, but this is the song you need to send to your friends and be like, guys, Kelly's not fucking around, because this is a masterpiece.
Yeah. I listened to it on the car ride all the way up here and cried. and I was just like, I haven't even ever spent Christmas with a boyfriend or anything like that. But I was just like, but I might have.
This is most certainly the burn for me. The song that every time it comes up, I'm like, I need to start this over. Mm-hmm. I need to begin it again. I cannot say enough good things about this song because it is truly a perfection. It's a masterclass. It is flaw free.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So next up is, after our heads have been knocked backwards and spun 180 degrees, let's go to Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree.
So mean. How mean of her to just be like, okay, we're back.
Girl, we're puddles on the floor right now. I can't rock around a Christmas tree for you. I'm sorry. But here we go.
I guess we will.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see, every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a cent.
Fine.
I mean, Matt Palmer notoriously dislikes this song, but Kelly sounds great.
He does.
It's a nice little arrangement.
Absolutely.
I always enjoyed the song. And as I said before, it's pretty quick.
Yes, it's quick. Yeah. And she does a version of it that I will listen to. I'm appreciative to have that.
Sure.
Just the placement is hard because it's like, how are you gonna? But like, how do you follow up "Merry Christmas" with the one I used to know? Should it have just been the last song? I don't know.
Well, I mean, you can't.
You can't follow it.
You can't just like have another sad song after that song because then we will be dead.
Right.
So
we're gonna keep the happiness journey alive with one of the very few happy original songs on the album, a duet with Chris Stapleton entitled "Glow."
Nothing has changed. I still wish you could be wrapped up in my arms, spending Christmas with me. When it gets cold is when I notice the most. With all the lights on the trees, even Christmas can't compete with your glow.
This song is nice.
this is in my top 2.
Oh my!
I think this song is excellent. I would say it's number 2 below. Obviously, Merry Christmas is the one I used to know. I love this song. Oh, I think this song is amazing.
I like it a lot, and I think it is a great song as a song, but I just know she's lying.
Listen, Kelly is an actress as well. We all saw from Justin to Kelly.
Yes.
And so, she's giving us a a performance, a little shimmy,
a little razzle dazzle.
A little razzle dazzle, a little zazz. Rock. Give it some zazz. I think this song is excellent. And I don't know if I've said this before on the podcast. I think Chris Stapleton is such a phenomenal singer.
Absolutely.
When he sings, I'm like, yes, would smash. I am just so into him whenever he sings. And so I think he works so well on this song. I think the song is great. I love the vibe of it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I do. I like it as a song. I do. I just feel like in the context of the album and the situation.
Yes, it doesn't fit with the situation.
It doesn't fit. I do like it. I don't say I dislike it. And I agree with you about Chris Stapleton. And did you see that Adele said that she would want to duet with him?
Oh,
I know. Think imagine that. But yes, the song is lovely. It is well sung. I believe it's being promoted to country radio right now. So it's going to be heard by, people that aren't us. And so that's great.
I mean, that was very smart. It fits very well in the country world.
Yes.
So and there are other songs that fit very well in different worlds. And it's like, could go to that radio. Right. So I think it's very smart. I love it.
All right.
I could listen to it on repeat.
Wow.
I think it's really, really great.
Well, great. I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay. And you know what? It may not be the Christmas now. Maybe it'll be Christmas 2022.
Could be.
There will be a glow in Christmas 2022. Because as we know, there will be no more Christmases that are quite so blue.
No one is ever going to ruin Christmas for Kelly Clarkson again. Next up is her version of Santa Baby.
And hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa cutie, there's one thing that I really do need. The deed to a platinum mine. Santa cutie, and hurry down the chimney tonight.
Yes.
I liked the arrangement of this song.
Yes, I agree.
I think it's an interesting arrangement, one that, I haven't really heard before.
It's kind of like a jazzier version of Santa Baby. And I feel like, again, maybe my favorite version of Santa Baby. I'm trying to think of the one that I have on my Merry Christmas to You playlist. I don't know. Did Jessica Simpson do this at one point? I don't know who did it. I have a version of it, but this version I think tops whatever version's on my little playlist. So I'm excited to add to it. And it is a great arrangement. She sounds beautiful, very brassy.
Yeah, it's like kind of odd. There's like acapella moments.
Yeah,
I feel like
yes, and some like background she adds in like that I think are really cool and well arranged. So brava.
Let's get back to the sad songs. The next one's not sad.
Yes, the next one's not sad.
The next one is happy.
It is, and it's with Ariana Grande, The Voice co-host, co-judge, co-star, whatever. It's called Santa Can't You Hear Me?
Keep
Song is good.
It's good.
The song is good.
Now, the verses are very...
I didn't say it.
I'm just saying.
I didn't say it.
We all hear it. We all hear the similarities in the chord progression pattern.
Similarities to what?
Of another Christmas song that will go number 1 this year again. And so when I was listening to the verses for the first time, I was like, oh no.
It gets a little close for comfort.
But then when it gets to the chorus, it's just like, oh, this feels refreshing.
And it's its own thing.
It lifts you up. It washes over you. Their harmonies are beautiful.
Oh, Ariana sounds lovely. They sound lovely together. I think this is a very successful duet moment. It doesn't feel like it is just like, oh, we're both on The Voice, let's fucking do something. It seems like clearly Ariana respects and reveres her, and Ariana's a great singer, and she sounds great with Kelly. So
yeah,
she's, duetted with now 2 Christmas divas. Who's next? Josh Groban.
Oh,
another Christmas diva.
Another Christmas diva.
Michael Bublé. You never know.
Groban, Michael Bublé. Who's another female Christmas diva, though?
The only people that I really consider Christmas divas are Mariah and I think Kelly now. Kelly's done a second Christmas album. Wrapped in Red was huge. This one is excellent.
Yeah.
I will put Kelly, not obviously at the same level, but I'd give her a good title.
Okay.
Yeah, Christmas diva.
Good.
Yeah.
Well,
that's that on that. Okay, what's next? Last Christmas.
Now I know what a fool I've been, but if you kiss me now, I know you'd fool me again. Last Christmas I gave you mine, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'm giving it to someone special.
So this one I don't love.
okay.
I
why.
think you know what? It's good to make songs your own. You're going to do a cover of a song that is very, popular and everywhere every year. I get that you don't want to do the same old thing. I just don't think the arrangement works. Like, let's slow it down and make it kind of slinky and jazzy. It's just like that's not what the song is. And it's not like this song is my favorite and I feel like it needs to be treated with all this reverence or anything. But I just don't think it works.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's probably my least favorite song on the album.
I don't know if I would say that for me. Okay. I think the song is fine and nice. I never was obsessed with this song.
Yep.
Maybe she figured, hey, the movie was a relative hit last year.
What movie?
Last Christmas.
Woo, I saw it.
Was that 2 years ago?
It was 2 years ago because we went to the theater to see it.
Oh, you did?
It's fucking awful.
Oh, no.
No, I mean, it almost is fun at moments, but then when you get to the finale, like moment of let's explain it and bring it back to the title, it's like, oh my fucking God. I cannot believe this got greenlit. It is upset. It's just like, how dare you? So anyways, I hope it's not related to the movie. But her version, I don't think it's bad. She obviously sounds amazing. I'm not fond of the arrangement.
Okay. And and I agree. Like there are 15 tracks on this album if we're counting the bonus tracks.
Yes.
I think we could have taken this one off.
For sure.
And maybe I think there's another one coming. Jingle Bell Rock is next.
I think it is.
We could have taken Jingle Bell Rock off as well.
Right.
Just taking off a couple of the covers, but
none of the originals.
Oh no. Why would we ever?
All those need to stay.
Yes.
Well, speaking of, coming up is Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square.
So that was Jingle Bell Rock.
That was Jingle Bell Rock. How do you feel about Jingle Bell Rock? Because to me, Jingle Bell Rock is very much in the same vein as a Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree or a Run Run Rudolph, which you very much dislike.
I don't like that.
To me, Jingle Bell Rock is in that family.
I agree. Yes.
Okay.
I don't love it. I don't have strong feelings of dislike towards it. I just find it a little bit of an unnecessary Christmas song.
Okay.
But she sounds great in it. Another one that if I was going to put Jingle Bell Rock on a playlist, I would put this version on. I think the arrangement absolutely works. Yeah.
Okay.
Works.
Yeah. I just, this is such a side tangent, but whatever. We have time. The people are listening. Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, Run Run Rudolph, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, which I think you also said you dislike.
Oh my God.
Which one? If you Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Kill Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. That's preposterous. What are the other two?
Run Run Rudolph and Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree.
I mean, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, I guess you marry because you have to revere the fact that it gets so high every year. People love it. It's in Home Alone, I believe, and that's a big deal for people. Home Alone 2?
Home Alone 1.
Home Alone 1, excuse me. And so then I guess I would fuck whatever that other one was.
Okay.
What's that one? Run and Rudolph?
This was such a random question, but whatever.
Now the people know.
Yeah.
The question's been answered. Okay, next up is original song, Blessed.
And I couldn't ask for more, 'cause I'm blessed, looking in the eyes of my children, surrounded by the love I've been given. Don't wanna take a moment for granted. Sometimes it's so easy to forget to be grateful for the life I've been living. I'm learning to have faith in forgiving. Sometimes I live.
I'm blessed.
I mean, I famously dislike Mariah Carey's song So Blessed. I feel like this is the opposite of sober, in that all the songs with the word blessed in them, I'm kind of like, okay. Like, by people I love and adore, I don't dislike this song, and she sounds amazing.
Oh, she sounds phenomenal.
The vocal performance is truly through the roof. I just think it's hard to make a song about like appreciating how blessed you are without it being a bit cheesy.
Of course,
You know?
yeah. I think for this one, as we said, the Globe is going to the country radio. This one is definitely like, let's get a #1 on the Christian radio stations.
Right.
This is very much like a Christian Christmas anthem.
Yes.
I think the song is beautiful.
It's very pretty.
I think it's well written. I love how powerful it is. She's really like delivering vocal powerhouse here. But yeah, it's, you kind of listen to it and you're like, okay.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I get that.
Of course, you look into the eyes of your children, blessed. And I love the usage of like the rhymes near the end where she starts going like, yes.
Oh, that's the worst one. Well, look inside me. Yes. It's like, Kelly, please.
I
You
love
could have cut
it.
that.
I love
You
it.
could have cut
It's so just like, ooh.
Oh, it's like, ooh.
My ears weren't expecting that.
I was also not expecting it. It's always a shock when I get to the yes every time. The next song is entitled Christmas Come Early.
Running out of faith, need a little help. I could use a break from myself. Bells are in the distance, but they're getting hard to hear. Christmas, won't you please come early this year? I need something to...
You know, we had the question. Kelly is doing a show 5 days a week. She's a judge on The Voice. She's recording this Christmas album.
And it's COVID.
And it's COVID, and hopefully another studio album, and raising children, and having to live a life. Is she exhausted? And the answer is yes. I mean,
Sorry, just
got that now. The fact that the first line is just like candle burnt out from both ends.
You're like, oh no, I don't miss the crowds. I just miss my friends. And it's like, guys, we got to get Kelly some off days. I mean, I'm sure she has them. I'm sure she has breaks. But if you're on Team Kelly, you have to know that she's being overworked. Yes.
Yes. And this song is just so relatable to like the adult in me out there who's just like, I am so stressed and tired.
Yes.
Like I miss the days of being young, and like Christmas was so joyful, and now Christmas is just kind of like low key stressful because I'm dealing with like my own life, and everything just like really like vamps up during Christmas. And the year is ending, and you're just like, I just want the easiness to come early. Like I'm tired.
And it really feels like that it's like a love letter to people who had to be quarantined through COVID, and like we want this Christmas to be better, and for you to be with your families and friends, and like we all like I can relate to you in that feeling of exhaustion, and that because we've truly been through something that like in many ways is traumatizing, and so it's like
even like a year out. Like this isn't not that we're out, but like like last Christmas obviously was the stressful, really stressful.
It was like
Christmas.
the zenith of the stress,
and so even like a year since then, we're still just like, Christmas,
I know. We've been through something because it's like, yes, it's because we need it. We need the joy. The song is beautiful. I think this is up there for me too. Like
I would say it's in my top 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love this song. She sounds great. It's so relatable. Beautiful melody. I like that she kind of takes it down a little bit. Like we're not doing the histrionics. The vocal moment was blessed. And now we're really just having more of an internal, more intimate vocal here. And I think it really works.
Absolutely.
It's lovely. So should we jump into the bonus track?
Let's jump into the bonus tracks.
All right.
We are so blessed to have bonus tracks.
Featuring Under the Mistletoe.
Cute. Very cute.
Brett Eldridge, very low voice.
Oh, yeah.
What a
well, he's underneath the mistletoe.
I see
he's
that.
He's not above the mistletoe.
He's not above it.
Darling.
Yes, he's not. He's on this falsetto above the mistletoe. It's great. It's good.
Yeah, I think it's a very good song, very cheerful, but she was probably just like, okay, between the 2 cheerful Christmas songs I have, I'm going to pick the one with Ariana.
Well, no, these 3 were all recorded in between Wrapped in Red and this new album. So all these last 3 were released as like standalone singles Christmases between then and now.
Oh, so that's why I've heard that Christmas Eve song before.
I fucking love that song. We're not there yet. But it's a great song. It's all chorus and I love it. It is just all chorus.
We'll get there. That's why I've like heard that song before.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's what happened. But next up is All I Want for Christmas Is You, not the Mariah song.
Love this
I think
song.
it's really good too,
I've never heard it before, I don't think. So when was this released?
This was released like 2 years ago, something like that.
I love it.
It is good. It is good.
It's really good. And like when I saw there was a song called All I Want for Christmas Is You, I was just like, oh, are we doing a cover of this?
Yeah,
and then
you
it
just
started
assume.
and I was like, nope. This is different.
Yeah.
It's very brave of her
I know.
to entitle the song by that name. But then I was like, oh, wait, but the song's great.
Yes,
So-
I love the little like you.
Oh, it's so good.
It's great.
Yeah.
Great runs, great vocal, great melody throughout. I think it absolutely works. But the star on top of the bonus track tree is Christmas Eve.
This song's hilarious.
It's brilliant. It should take the place of Underneath the Tree as the Kelly Christmas song everyone knows.
Okay.
I love it.
It like the chorus just slaps you across
It
the
does.
face. It's just like, okay, yes, and there's a verse, and the chorus is back.
The chorus is there throughout. The verses are like 3 seconds long.
Yep.
And then we're back into the chorus. And I'm like, you know what? I'm thrilled about it.
And I'm singing along.
Yes. How could you not?
Yes.
I love this album. I think, again, it is exactly what I would want from Kelly Clarkson at this juncture in her life and career. I'm glad we're doing Christmas. Because initially, when I heard it was announced, I was a little annoyed because we're so ready for the next studio album. But I think this hits so many high points. If for nothing else, Merry Christmas to the one I used to know. Like, I can't imagine not having that song in our lives. Like, that is a feat. That is a feat.
Absolutely.
But there are lots of other highlights as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy that she released a Christmas album this early in the year, but she wanted Christmas to come early.
Hey, she told
as
you.
she said in that final regular track.
Yes.
So, Kelly, here's Christmas.
Yes.
It's early.
And thank you so much for gifting us this beautiful album, and we can't wait to see what the studio album is going to be like. And I hope you have reclaimed Christmas for yourself, as you should. I feel like in my life, I have never, until my current boyfriend, who I've been with for a long time, who might be
sitting back there,
might be in the room.
Merry Christmas, Jackson.
I don't know that I had spent Christmas with a guy, so I would have friends be like, "Oh, being single over Christmas is so hard." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, this is a great holiday. Like it's nice to have a boyfriend. Of course, we love everyone, but Christmas is. I would hate for it to be ruined by a B-word situation. So I'm glad Kelly is reclaiming.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely. You got to reclaim our Christmas.
Got to reclaim Christmas.
On this Halloween. We are reclaiming Christmas.
It's time.
This fall.
It's October 20th and justice for Christmas.
21st.
Okay. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for listening or watching. This has been our review of When Christmas Comes Around by Kelly Clarkson. And we love you all. Keep listening, keep watching, and we'll be back soon with more. 2 Gay Mats, the listening party.
Yeah, if you want to just only hear this version, click the link below.
You're going to love it. It's a great podcast. Bye, guys.
Bye.